Across cultures and throughout history, humanity has grappled with profound questions of life and death. What happens when we die? What does it mean to truly live? While these questions may seem eternal and unchanging, the answers we find are often shaped by the world around us. Today, we stand on the edge of a new frontier in medicine, one that challenges us to redefine our understanding of life's precious gift, organ donation. It's a topic that sparks debate, raises ethical questions, and ultimately asks us to look inward and examine our own beliefs.
In the book of Mark, chapter 12, verse 31, Jesus tells us, "Love your neighbor as yourself." These words, simple yet profound, have echoed through millennia, forming the bedrock of Christian faith. But what does it truly mean to love our neighbor? Is it a passive emotion, a fleeting feeling, or is it an active force that compels us to action? Organ donation, in its essence, is an act of profound love. It's a selfless gesture that transcends the boundaries of our physical being and allows us to touch the lives of others in a way few other acts can.
Greater love has no one than this, to lay down one's life for one's friends. These words, spoken by Jesus in the Gospel of John, chapter 15, verse 13, speak to the very heart of sacrifice. Throughout history, countless souls have embodied this principle, demonstrating extraordinary courage and compassion in the face of adversity. While organ donation may not require us to lay down our lives in the same way, it does call upon us to embrace the spirit of selflessness that defines true love. It's a decision that reflects the very essence of Christ's teachings, a willingness to put the needs of others before our own.
Do you not know that your bodies are temples of the Holy Spirit, who is in you? The Apostle Paul, writing to the Corinthians, reminds us of the sacred nature of our physical forms. Our bodies, vessels of the divine spark, are entrusted to us to cherish and care for. But what happens when our earthly journey nears its end? Can these temples, once filled with life and breath, become instruments of healing and hope for others? Organ donation invites us to consider this possibility, to see our bodies not just as vessels of our own existence, but as potential sources of life for those in need.
Chapter 4, the Ministry of Healing. This chapter delves into the compassionate and transformative acts of Jesus Christ during his time on earth. Jesus, during his earthly ministry, demonstrated a profound compassion for the sick and suffering. His actions were not just miracles, but also messages of hope and love. From restoring sight to the blind to healing the lame, Jesus showed that no ailment was too great for his touch. Each miracle was a testament to his divine power and boundless empathy. His actions spoke volumes about the importance of alleviating human pain. He reached out to those who were marginalized and forgotten, offering them not just physical healing, but also spiritual solace. "I was sick and you looked after me," he reminds us in the Gospel of Matthew, chapter 25, verse 36. This verse underscores the significance of caring for those in need, a principle that remains relevant today. The call to care for the sick and suffering is a timeless one, urging us to extend our hands and hearts to those in distress. It is a call to action that transcends time and place. Organ donation, in many ways, can be seen as a continuation of this healing ministry. It is a modern-day miracle that allows us to give the gift of life and health to others. It's a chance for us to participate in the miraculous work of restoration, to be instruments of healing in a world that so desperately needs it, to offer a glimmer of hope to those facing seemingly insurmountable odds. Through our actions, we can embody the spirit of compassion and healing that Jesus exemplified, making a profound difference in the lives of others.
Chapter 5, the Image of God. So God created mankind in his own image. In the image of God he created them. Male and female he created them. These words from the book of Genesis, chapter 1, verse 27, speak to the inherent dignity and worth of every human life. Each of us, regardless of our background, beliefs, or circumstances, carries within us a spark of the divine. Organ donation, at its core, is an affirmation of this fundamental truth. It's a recognition that every life is precious, a testament to the belief that even in death, we have the power to impact the lives of others.
Chapter 6, Seeds of New Life. In this chapter, we explore the profound symbolism of seeds and new beginnings. Unless a kernel of wheat falls to the ground and dies, it remains only a single seed. This simple yet profound truth is a cornerstone of nature's cycle. But if it dies, it produces many seeds. This transformation from death to life is a powerful reminder of renewal and growth. This powerful metaphor, shared by Jesus in the Gospel of John, chapter 12, verse 24, speaks to the transformative power of sacrifice. It illustrates how giving up something precious can lead to greater good. Just as a single grain of wheat must surrender its own existence to give rise to new life, we too can find purpose in acts of selflessness. So too can our organs in death become seeds of hope and healing for others. Organ donation is a profound act of generosity that can save lives and bring comfort to grieving families. Organ donation in this sense reflects the very essence of redemption, the idea that something beautiful and meaningful can emerge from loss. It is a testament to the enduring human spirit and our capacity for compassion. The sunrise over a quiet field symbolizes new beginnings, just as organ donation offers a second chance at life. Families embracing in a hospital and blooming flowers in a garden remind us that from sorrow, new life and joy can flourish.
Chapter 8. Redeeming the Time. Making the most of every opportunity because the days are evil. The Apostle Paul, writing to the Ephesians in chapter 5, verse 16, reminds us of the precious and fleeting nature of time. Our days on this earth are numbered, and it's up to us to make the most of the time we are given. Organ donation, in a very real sense, allows us to redeem time.
Chapter 9. A Legacy of Love. And by faith Abel still speaks, even though he is dead. The author of Hebrews in chapter 11 verse 4 reminds us that our actions have the power to echo through time, inspiring generations to come. Just as Abel's faith continues to resonate thousands of years later, our own acts of love and compassion can leave a lasting legacy. Organ donation in this context becomes more than just a medical procedure. It's a testament to our values, a powerful statement about the kind of world we want to leave behind.
Chapter 10, A Matter of Conscience. Each of them should be fully convinced in their own mind. The Apostle Paul, in his letter to the Romans, chapter 14, verse 5, acknowledges the importance of personal conviction in matters of faith. The decision to become an organ donor is deeply personal, one that should be made with careful consideration and prayer. There's no right or wrong answer, no one-size-fits-all approach. What matters most is that we seek God's guidance, examine our own beliefs, and arrive at a decision that aligns with our values and understanding of His teachings.
Chapter 11. A Time to Heal. The Bible may not offer a definitive answer on organ donation, but it does provide us with a framework for making ethical decisions that honor God and serve humanity. It encourages us to think deeply about the implications of our choices and to consider how our actions can reflect our faith and values. The principles of love, sacrifice, compassion, and the sanctity of human life can guide us as we navigate this complex issue. These principles are not just abstract ideas, but are meant to be lived out in our daily interactions and decisions. They call us to look beyond ourselves and to see the needs of others as equally important. Ultimately, the decision to donate organs is a deeply personal one, a choice that should be made with prayerful consideration and a heart attuned to the needs of others. It is a decision that can bring hope and healing to many, but it also requires us to confront our own fears and uncertainties. Do everything in love, 1 Corinthians 16:14. This simple yet profound verse serves as a guiding light, reminding us that our actions should always be rooted in love. Whether we choose to donate or not, our decisions should reflect the love and compassion that are at the heart of our faith. This verse reminds us that regardless of our decision about organ donation, we should act with love and compassion, always seeking to glorify God and serve others. In a world filled with challenges and uncertainties, love remains a constant, guiding us to make choices that uplift and support our fellow human beings. By embracing this principle, we can contribute to a more compassionate and caring world.